Cooking Up a Storm, sponsored by West Virginia Northern Community College Culinary Arts Program.
Few American recipes carry as much nostalgia, culture, and lore as Watergate salad. And Watergate salad is also known as many other things like pineapple fluff, but it's kind of it's everywhere. It's at potlucks. You probably grew up with this stuff, and it's just a fascinating name, and it's really good. So, and it's simple. There's like several ingredients here. We have crushed pineapple. We have some nuts. These are pecans. You could use pistachio if you'd like, but you'd have to chop them up. I just got these already chopped. We got a cup of marshmallows, Cool Whip, and the star of the show here is the Jell-O pistachio instant pudding and pie filling. So this is a 3.4 ounce. So what we're going to do, we're going to start by dumping, that's it, you know, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredients in a bowl. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with our crushed pineapple, and it's going to make a good plopping noise. At least I hope so. I heard the dog. I didn't hear the plopping noise. So there we go. We got our crushed pineapple. It is going to go in here. And you may be wondering, okay, where did this even come from, the name Watergate salad? Well, see, these salads, and by the way, salads in American cuisine, which I find interesting, anything in a bowl that's cold, you toss is considered a salad. I would not consider this a salad, but you know, think about it. There's Jell-O salads, Watergate salad. This is technically a salad, and it comes from like just American cuisine going through history. But back in 1975, Jell-O, if I can open this correctly, they came up with this pistachio pudding, and on the back of the box, they put a recipe out for pistachio pineapple delight, and that's basically this recipe right here. But throughout history, it's became known as the Watergate salad. And it looks like I have a hole in my pudding. Hopefully we don't lose too much here. But anyhow, I'm going to dump this all in here, and this is going to give it that nice green look, which is great for St. Patrick's Day. So you may be wondering, why did it get its name? There's probably more mystery surrounding how Watergate salad got its name than the actual Watergate scandal itself. And then we're going to drop in our nuts. But some people said there was a sous chef at the Watergate, and we want to put in our marshmallows as a cup, who during the time of the scandal, the Watergate Hotel, which by the way, you can actually still stay there at the hotel, and you could stay at the room. It's a suite. It's going to cost you like probably over $1,000 a night, but you could stay in the suite where the whole Watergate scandal took place in the 1970s. But the lore was that there was a sous chef who came up with this and was making this dessert during the whole time of the scandal, who worked at the hotel. But the hotel denies that they ever actually made this. So where did it get its name, and how did it become known as the Watergate salad? Well, if you think about it, Jell-O put this out in the 1970s, 1975. Now we're going to fold in our Cool Whip. And they put this out the same time, shortly after the whole scandal took place. So some people say that it got its name, the Watergate salad, because you got to do a couple things to this. Once we mix this up, I'm going to cover this up and put it in the fridge. So the whole cover up is basically where some people think, the Watergate salad got its name from, because, covering it up, and because it's full of nuts. So that's the political satire, I guess, that became known, and that's why this sort of got its name. And throughout history, this has been called Watergate salad. And again, some people call this pineapple fluff, the green stuff at the at your church function. I grew up on this stuff. I love it. It's a great dessert. Real easy to make. You do have to chill it a little bit. What I'm doing right now is I'm just incorporating. I probably should have chose a bigger bowl than I did, just after doing this. But just sort of making sure I get all that in there. And then, you have to chill this for an hour or more. You could even make this overnight. It'll keep well for the next day. And all the flavors will marry together there. So that's pretty pretty much incorporated, I think, right now. I'm trying to see how it has getting that green color to it. So basically what we're going to do now is cover it up, just like the Watergate scandal, and then we're going to chill it for an hour. And as I mentioned, if you want to make this a day ahead of time, you can. It'll keep perfectly fine. In fact, it'll probably taste better the longer you chill it. It's going to taste better. And there we go. And this just makes one serving. If you're making this for, taking it to a potluck or something, you're probably going to at least double it, maybe even triple the recipe. But it's super simple. It's great. It's green for St. Patrick's Day, for Easter, spring. Perfect. Now what we're going to do right now is we covered it up. We're going to chill it for an hour, and we'll be right back.
I was the first in my family to go to college.
I was looking to switch careers.
I wanted the highest quality, but most affordable option for a degree.
No matter where you are in life, West Virginia Northern Community College can make your dream of a college degree a reality. With over half of our students being first-generation college students and free tuition for many programs, Northern is the right choice for you.
I can go to college. West Virginia Northern Community College. You belong here.
Okay, our Watergate salad has been chilling in here for at least an hour. So we're gonna see what it looks like. Again, it's not gonna really change much, but the longer you keep it in the fridge, it's gonna taste better because all these ingredients are gonna marry together and just sort of come together. That's why you could even make this a day ahead of time and then put it in the fridge and let it chill overnight. And when you're ready to serve it for company, you have it the next day. So I always wonder though, I wonder if Richard Nixon had Watergate salad. Probably not. Maybe he boycotted it. Guess we'll never know. But anyhow, so there we go. What I like to do to it is get like a nice little serving dish and plop some in there. Again, if you want, get some shredded coconut. You can put the shredded coconut on top. You don't like shredded coconut, you don't have to worry about that. Galway must like it. She's coming running here. She knows it's at. And then just to garnish it, if you don't want to do the shredded coconut, put a little cherry on top. And there you go. Pistachio Pineapple Delight, the original name, or Watergate salad, whatever you want to call it. It's quite tasty. It's quite delicious. Give this retro dessert, which isn't a salad at all, a try. Until next time, I'm Jeff Oechslein for Cooking Up a Storm.
Cooking Up a Storm, sponsored by West Virginia Northern Community College Culinary Arts Program.